Hello, my name is Lucas and today I'm going to show you some really easy ways to make bug hotels to increase biodiversity in your gardens. Insects are part of our world and play an important part in our ecosystem. Like every creature that lives on our planet, whether it is human or an insect, we all need somewhere to call home. We sometimes overlook how essential insects are to the world we live in, but they perform vital roles as pollinators, decomposers, and in controlling pests. They are also part of the food chain, and other animals like birds, mammals, reptiles, and amphibians rely on them as food. As you know, there are many commercially available bug hotels, such as this one. But actually taking part in creating a habitat for insects to live in yourself can help introduce you to the nature that we live side by side with. Not only is it fun to do, but it also offers an opportunity to learn about life cycles, habitats, ecosystems, and food chains. The more we know about our non-human brothers and sisters, the more we can understand, value, and love them, and the greater our consideration will be towards them. Hopefully this awareness is something we can then carry with us all our lives, wherever our lives may take us. We can help insects by increasing the diversity of plants in our gardens and also by offering them habitats where they can shelter or build nests. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you some easy ways to make bug hotels. The wonderful thing is that you don't need an instruction manual to build one, because once you know what insects need, you can build anything out of any material as long as it fulfills these needs. Building a bug hotel doesn't need to be expensive, time-consuming or fiddly. All you need are some recycled containers and some natural materials which you can find in your local woods or park. Here I have some leaf litter, some bark and some twigs, some bamboo sticks, some straw and hay, as well as some pine cones. But do give any natural material a try because there's no wrong way of doing it. I start by securing some tin cans with some string or wire. You can use any combination you like. Tying them together twice should give you quite a sturdy structure. Just leave a length of string or wire out to hang it. It's as simple as that. So having a waterproof container that shelters from the rain is the first thing you need. And now for the contents. In order to choose our materials, we need to think of what insects need. And to do that, we need to understand what insects we want to help. One insect we are very familiar with is the ladybird. Both adults and larvae can eat up to 100 aphids a day, and if you attract them to your garden, you don't need to use toxic chemicals to protect your flowers and vegetables from aphids. Ladybirds hibernate through the winter as adults, and insect hotels can provide the perfect shelter in the form of pine cones or bark. Other insects love to shelter in leaf litter and between sticks and twigs. So these materials provide a substrate for any insects seeking shelter or wanting to nest. Other than bees being great pollinators, studies show that other insects like beetles, flies and wasps account for almost 40% of all pollination. And do welcome the wasps. Most species are tiny, solitary, and they all play a vital role in pollination and pest control. Now I'm going to put each material into the tins. Here I am adding pine cones, tree bark, straw and sticks. Just remember to pack them tightly so that they don't fall out. With some materials like leaf litter, you can trim the ends off with scissors. You may need to secure the straw with something. You can use chicken wire, but I've decided to use a plastic lid with holes I put in it with a hole puncher. Now to the bees. We all know about honeybees pollinating flowers, but actually many studies have shown that wild bees actually pollinate more than honeybees. Many wild bees are solitary bees. They make up the vast majority of all bee species. They don't make colonies. Instead, they nest and lay their eggs in holes or cavities. Like honeybees, they are also under threat due to pesticide use and loss of habitat, so insect hotels provide an ideal substitute. You can make a bee hotel by inserting hollow sticks into your tin, ensuring that they are secure. Here, I've tied some bamboo sticks together with an elastic band, and I'm going to put them inside the tin. You need to make sure the bamboo bits you are using are hollow all the way through and that the edges are smooth. And here is my finished product. You can also drill holes into a piece of wood. Different diameters attract different bee and wasp species, so the holes can vary between 6 and 10 millimeters. You can also use plastic bottles for another kind of insect, the lacewing. Lacewings have beautiful, delicate see-through wings, but actually they are ferocious pest predators. Their larvae eat aphids, mealybugs, thrips, whiteflies, leafhoppers and caterpillars. There are hundreds of lacewing species. Some eat pollen and nectar, while others eat insects, and some do both. Adult green lacewings hibernate during the cold season, and corrugated cardboard is a great way to provide the necessary shelter and insulation from the cold. Because lacewings like to crawl upwards, we need to provide them with a slightly different setting. For this, you're going to need a bottle with its bottom cut off. You're going to need some corrugated cardboard and 2 rolls of cardboard. Take some rolled up corrugated cardboard and insert it snugly in your tube. The roll needs to be about 10 centimeters shorter. Make sure that one end is level with one end of the tube. The other end should be hollow for a length of about 10 centimeters. Take a pair of scissors and cut the hollow end of the tube into strips, like this. You can then close this part and wrap an elastic around it. Then tie it with a string. Once you've done this with 2 tubes, insert them into your bottle like so. Once you've done this, take both strings out using your fingers, like so. Once you've done this, secure the 2 tubes with the bottle cap. This will also mean that it will be a watertight seal for your lacewing hotel. And here is my finished product. Place your hotel at head height to keep away ants. Put it in a sunny spot and, if possible, close to flowering plants that the insects can use and feed on. Other hotels, like the lacewing one, can be hanged near foliage, for example in a tree or a shrub. I hope you've enjoyed my video and that it has inspired you to come up with other insect hotel ideas. I hope you will also agree that making one is a lot better than buying one, as it enables us to learn so much more while having fun.